Hasbro, we can't catch a break, can we? Or are breaks the only thing we can catch from you lately? Hello everybody and welcome back to Deemer's Dominion. Once again, I am Deemer, and today we are going to do an unboxing and review of the Takara Tomy Hasbro Transformers Armada Nemesis Prime and the Air Defense MiniCon box set team. So, this just came in today. This is how it is in the box. I know there's controversy over the price of this. We're not going to get into that part of things, but we are going to talk about the set. I did hear some rumors that some of the MiniCons are breaking, whether they're in the package or upon very light use. So we're going to see if this is true, as I'm showing you the box from all the sides here with the artwork. The artwork's kind of cool, especially this one right here is my favorite. Kind of that throwback to cartoon style there. Once again, this is what is all included here. Bring it closer so that you can see. And we'll go ahead and unbox this bad boy. Now, I am not really a MiniCon person, personally speaking, but I am a very huge Nemesis Prime fan. Like, huge. Huge, huge, huge. So, looks like there's one more piece up here. I don't know how many of you were planning on getting this set or not. Let me know if you did, and if you've experienced any issues or had any problems with this set. I am excited to get this myself, mainly because I do not own a mold of this Prime. So let us see what comes in the package. All right. Here's us getting up close and personal. You have the instructions, of course, and they are quite a good size, front and back. So we'll go through this one at a time, and of course you've got basically directions to whatever you're looking for. You're sold. All right. Right there. Just trying to be a little bit nimble after hearing that some of the people that have already received this have had some issues, so hopefully that's not the case here. Now, I have not watched any others reviewing this set, so I have zero expectations, understandings, previews, purviews, insights into this set itself. Looks like Hasbro wants you to use the Force. All right, you know what? Old school. Okay, looking a little more gas now. Okay, so from package, really nice. Seems to be pretty good quality so far. Let's set this aside here, and looks like we have his ion gun here. Here's the backdrop, so you see. So there's more tape down here that I sliced, and oh, it looks like he's holding on to it with his hand here. That's pretty cool. Okay, you know what? That's pretty, a little bit of fun packaging there. I don't mind stuff like that. I don't mind stuff like that. MiniCon. So we're going to cut away here. We've got runway, we've got Jetstorm in the blue, and then we've got sonar in the white. So we're just gonna cut these guys out. Okay, so we've got runway. Pretty decent little MiniCon. Plastic feels decent. Paint looks pretty good, actually. I like that there's very little hollow bits so far, except that head area of the plane. Okay, and let us break away Jetstorm and Sonar here. Before we do that, here's the blaster that we took out. That's good. I like that there's no like waffles inside the actual blaster. Thank goodness. I mean, especially at these price points. That would have been super cool if they would have put a light feature in there. That would have been pretty dope. But can't have it all. Okay, let's get this guy out of his freeze-dry prison. There we go. And we've got one more rubber band thing here. Okay, so basically you just untab that from there to separate the MiniCons here. So Jetstorm, basically after you separate him, you just tilt this back over like this to get his jet mode. Tuck that in. So that's his jet mode there. Sonar, you just bring his tips together, it looks like. They clip in there, like that. And then just like this just folds into itself. Like then that tabs in to this. Like that. And then there's a tab on the side here as well. That tabs in, that tabs in. And looks like there you have Sonar. And there we go. So that is the group, that is the pack. Here is Nemesis. Nemesis is pretty weighty. He is, oh, look at those ratchets. Oh, those are great sounding ratchets. Full 90 there. Ooh-wee! Look at that articulation. Look at that articulation. Okay. Alright, Takara Tomy. Okay, okay. Okay. I'm liking this. Alright, we got full 360. We've got that, looks like. No butterflies, but he can go up that high. Pretty decent. And his wrist will turn. Not easy getting into the wrist there, but it does 360. That's cool. We do have an upper arm bend here. And that is really good double joint. So you can see it more clearly. That's cool. Okay. Obviously the other side is going to do the same thing. Matrix! Does it pop out? It does. Yield matrix. So, these are plastic, the tires. They have a good spin. Oh, look at that spin. Sweet spin. Hip skirts. Do we have any ab crunch? That's probably from the transformation there. No waist turn. If we move the skirt, hip skirts out, we do have nice bend. full bend. Whoop whoop. Okay. And all the way back, all the way forward. And as you can see, pretty decent. And I like that they're individually tabbed here too. That's smart. Thanks, guys. This is a little bit loose. Don't like that. Don't like that that's pretty loose. You guys were doing so good. You were doing so good. I mean, it looks like it tabs in, but it doesn't hold the tab. It doesn't hold. And then the head goes a little bit up and down, a little bit side to side. Does a 360. Stay in. Why won't you stay in? Okay, so not to jinx it, so far MiniCon's in one piece. Let's put his blaster. Okay, nice and tight. That's what she said. He is quite posable. I do like his posability. Okay, so transformation of sonar. Basically what we're going to do is release the tabs from the wings, like that. And then we're going to untab this like this and see how there are two tabs here. This top tab is going to go into that slot and snap, snap, and those form the arms. I'm going to separate these, tilt out, turn, turn, because these are just ball joints here. Those are going to be the feet, and then this basically, oops, this is forward, sorry guys, and then this is going to tab back, and here we have the arms, like that. So here's sonar. You can see he's got really tiny little hands. He is a MiniCon after all, and then no thigh swivel. Got a ball joint here, so you got all the movement there. No upper thigh, no rocker, well, a little bit from the ball joint. And then the arms are on a ball joint and can come down and back from transformation. And then 360 there. No swivel, but there you go. Okay, so at this point in the recording, I actually lost my mic and I had no idea. So I recorded the rest of this video without realizing I lost my microphone. So I'll go ahead and go through. Basically for runway, we just pull back and separate the feet from the front of the jet. We pull back the top of the jet into the tab and bring out the feet from the ends. All you do is untab the arms from the back of the wings, and then the engine parts just fold over the headpiece, and that's about it as far as sonar goes. I'm sorry, runway goes. And he's pretty solid for a little dude. I do like him. He is maybe my favorite of the group. We're gonna go ahead and grab the last one, which was my pain. Okay, now for Jetstorm, who was the pain in my side, we're going to fold back the top part of the jet into the back. We're going to separate the feet up from the arms, just flip them up, and then you can just fold them over to the front to make his leg stand up. See, this is first one. First one of the MiniCons, ball joints keep separating. So For the arms, just untab it from the back of the wing, bring it down, untab and bring it down once again. And that top part we are going to flip over. This is my frustration. During this part, everything just broke. I don't mean everything literally, but this back wing part, the tail part, that's supposed to flip over the head, as you can see, just snapped right off and was stuck into the little channel between the chest and the neck there. Honestly, this is a pretty unfortunate break. I'm pretty perturbed by it because there's crack in what remains and the break, and then the crack on the other side too, on the center. So not sure if I can end up fixing it or not, but I am probably going to reach out to Hasbro to see if I can get a replacement. And I'm wondering if this is the same problem that everybody else had that's been talking about broken MiniCon. But onto the movement here. There is the elbow joint, the knee joint, the hip ball. As you can see, of course, this ball joint's really irritating too, because you just breathe on it and it just falls off. That probably could be fixed with a little floor polish or something. Not that big of a deal, but I'm really upset still about the tail piece right there. And on to Nemesis Prime, one of my ultimate favorites. He is looking great. You can take off his arm cannons, his arm blasters, and add it to the ion cannon on either side to accentuate the look and make it just that much more menacing in his hand. That's really cool. I do love that little gimmick. He just feels great in the hand as far as a toy goes. He is heavy, the plastic quality is great, and we are going to take these MiniCons and see if we can form the Star Saber sword with the 3 MiniCons here. Now I'll just speed up the process here so you can see what's going on. You can follow along, it's not that fast, and enjoy the music in the meantime.
A galaxy spinning like a top. Lights flash, they never stop. Metal giants marching through the night. Heroes rise to claim the fight. Power surges through the air. Feel the cosmos everywhere. He-Man's roar and Jedi stare. A remix of the stars we blasters, swords collide on the edge of the great divide. Autobots roll out in streams. Masters of the universe chase their dreams. Electric skies ignite the sound. Legends battle all around. Each note a spark, each chord a flame. The universe will never be the same. Power surges through the air. Feel the cosmos everywhere. He-Man's roar and Jedi stare. A remix of the stars read. Galactic forces clash and play. Retro beats light up the day. A symphony of worlds combined. Timeless echoes redesigned.
Okay, so now we see his alt mode. He rolls pretty well. The wheels roll great. The last wheel does not touch, unfortunately. So I wonder if I just have them straightened out or if that's just how it is. I like that I can have the weapon storage and peg in his blaster. And it doesn't really matter which pulley that you use, the front or the back. I know there's a lot of jokes there to be said. And using the Star Saber, you can actually also do a little cool gimmick there and peg it into the back as well. Now again, I just want to take a quick moment and show you the cracks on the tail fin that I had. And here it is up close. You can see the breaks and the cracks in the plastic. Those are really thin. And back to the alt mode, I think it is a fantastic alt mode. It looks great, the colors work really well, it feels nice in the hands, everything just rocks, and I really don't have any other complaints. But now let's move on to the obligatory comparisons. This one we are using 40th Anniversary Takara Tomy Rise of the Beasts Nemesis Prime. This is also another fantastic mold. One that's actually grown on me over time especially. I certainly appreciate that the Armada mold is an older one, but it still holds up fantastically to today's figures. And now other comparisons featuring a bunch of primes. In this comparison we will add MP44 and Earthrise Prime. Honestly, and as I have them grouped here all together, I think this is a fantastic bunch. They all look great, all of them. There isn't a single one I wouldn't want on my shelf or to play with. Earthrise has been very popular with a lot of people for a very long time. That mold is fantastic. MP44 speaks for himself, and the latest Rise of the Beast one is also just as fantastic. But Armada is a killer. He's a stunner. He feels great. He looks great. He plays well. There isn't a whole lot I wouldn't have asked more for in a mold. But there's more to be said. And so that brings me to my final thoughts on Armada Nemesis Prime in the MiniCon set. Now, Nemesis Prime, fantastic figure. I absolutely love him. I love the colors, again, I love the feel, I love the articulation, I love the ratchets, I love the posability, the playability, the colors, all of it. The only few nitpicks I have really are primarily to do with some of the tabs, like the one in the chest, the one with the wheels on one of the sides. Other than that, maybe the look of the Matrix, but honestly, otherwise fantastic figure. Love him, love him, love him. Now the MiniCons, actually I like 2 out of the 3. I like the looks of all 3, but I am really disappointed and upset at the fact that the MiniCon broke. I want to remind you that as of right this moment, this is a $90 figure directly from Hasbro. Plus tax, plus shipping, plus whatever other price increases might be going on, third parties, if it's sold out, whatever. This shouldn't happen. Not at this price point, not at this kind of quality, especially how Nemesis Prime is. It's unacceptable. It's also unacceptable because I really like the looks of these MiniCons. They're actually really cool, really cute, and Jetstorm honestly is a great looking figure otherwise. It's just a shame. In any case, everyone, once again, that's my wrap. Thanks so much for watching, hearing, listening to what I have for this set. Let me know if you guys have this set, if you guys, any of you have had the breakages or experiences I had. Maybe better, maybe worse. Let me know. Drop me a note in the comments. Other than that, everyone, stay young, stay fun. Peace out.